Many of members have already put their request here. So like last week, I think we should start with the indexes analysis because many members would be having query what we should expect from market this week. So let's start with analysis of indexes and then we'll go on to the stocks that are requested by members. Starting with TSX, looking at the last candle, I'm feeling we have some positive things to expect at least on Monday. As you can see, market had a dip and then it got pulled back. It has crossed mid Bollinger Band. So initial 2-3, at least 2 days, I feel we might see TSX going up, and once it touches 18,570, then we will have to see whether it moves further or no. And if we look on weekly chart, you can see that there is still room that it can move little up. So both daily chart and weekly chart, at least to me, gives impression that we can expect Monday and Tuesday to be up. Maybe Vivek sir, if you could add your observation to this, it would help us.
I would agree to what you're saying. It is turned green. But somehow I'm not yet convinced. Somehow I'm not convinced. पता नहीं क्यों the gut feeling inside says a correction is due. I mean, I was hearing what Farhan was saying and I also say a correction is due. I'm trying to figure out, can you take it to Yahoo? What is the, that's fine. What are the indicators showing?
So on daily chart, Williams R is close to -40.
Turned up, yeah, all right. And convert it to a weekly chart.
So it's reaching oversold, but it has not completely been in oversold. That's why I was thinking maybe 1 or 2 days. Initial start of the week, we can expect to be green. And once it's closer to 9, since this is weekly chart, we are seeing.
If you are going long, I would keep a stop of about the high of the previous two candles.
So on daily,
on a weekly also keep the high of the weekly previous two candles. The candle to your left, 18,540, and the one to its left, yeah, this one, 18,580.
Okay.
18,580 is what I would keep a target upwards. But it is reversing from there.
Yeah, I think that's the point we were seeing here as well. 18, yeah.
18,580, this is showing 18,666, 580.
Yeah.
I would, if I'm playing on the long, I mean the same short side, that's my stop loss, 18,580. If I'm playing long, if it crosses 18,580, it goes for a big major strength because that is your resistance, which is taken out. And once resistance gets taken out, you are into new territory, you will really climb.
Okay.
So at 18,380 or 18,400, if you are buying for 100 points or 200 points, 18,580 or 18,600 is your first target. And if that gets taken out, then the market is all yours.
Then we can trail the.
For bigger heights, but then somehow I am quite skeptical at that higher range. So I would always take my profits out and come back into cash.
Yeah, even I was thinking the same, that initial 2-3 days, once market is up and it reaches 18,570, 18,600, then I'll also think of taking out cash.
I would liquidate and take all my profits out, stay on cash for a day or two, and re-enter the market if the rally is going to continue further. I don't mind entering the market again at 18,700.
Okay.
The resistance has been broken and you are into new territory. and now that becomes a support. When resistance gets taken out, that becomes a support zone. I
Totally.
don't mind entering in again at about 18,700 or 18,750 also, with a stop of 18,680, 580.
Then this becomes our stop loss.
Exactly. Because the resistance has been removed, so that becomes a support and you take it up further. That is the first thumb rule of technical analysis. That when resistance or support gets violated, they become the support becomes the resistance and the resistance becomes the support. If you're doing this, why don't you take Nasdaq also and analyze Nasdaq? Let's see what Nasdaq says. But Nasdaq is a different picture altogether.
Yes, absolutely. So that's the next chart even I was thinking. So on NDX 100 index, so looking at the last candle, the market had a dip at the start of the market and then it pushed up, which is a positive indication. If you see even Williams R, CCI, both have moved up, and at least until 13,300 at 13,300 it can continue, which means 2 to 3 or even 4 sessions, though 4 green days are rare, but at least 3 sessions I feel on NDX could be good to trade. And along with daily chart, if you see weekly chart,
It's a different ballgame altogether.
yes, it was on a clear downtrend. It crossed the mid Bollinger Band and then got pulled up. Though the indicators are downward, so after it moves up for 2 to 3 days, then it might correct further. But initial 1 or 2 or 3 sessions, I feel could be positive, looking at the daily chart, and since on weekly chart it has moved up from the mid Bollinger Band. Though for those who are looking to hold for 2 to 3 weeks, the weekly chart is still downward, as Vivek sir mentioned, as Farhan had mentioned, that correction is due. So after trading for 2-3 sessions positive, we'll have to watch and see from where it moves, whether it maybe towards the end of the week on Thursday and Friday. I would prefer to watch and see from there the trend is reversing down or is it continuing further up.
Keep one thing in mind, the last 3 weeks have all been lower highs and lower lows. So it's a change in trend of Nasdaq. Number one. Number two, the last 3 weeks has clearly wiped out 11 weeks of climb. It started climbing from mid-November, this one. Started climbing from here, from 30th November onwards. So entire December, Jan, Feb has been knocked off by just 3 weeks of decline. I mean, Tahir and me were discussing this yesterday at about, my time was around 1:30. We were discussing Nasdaq only. And that was my same statement that it's turned weak, it's turned below your 2020 EMA, it went below, it's now turning weak. So I will not be surprised if Nasdaq is seen somewhere around 11,000 or 10,800 also. And that is the support I'm looking at it. So keeping this in mind that's the reason why I told you that TSX also China markets may also fall down, because the Canadian markets will normally trend and follow Nasdaq.
I was looking to see the market to move up to here and then fall back from this level around 13,300, and then it would continue further.
Well, ideally yes, but if you look at the Bollinger Band, one more indicator, look at the Bollinger Band indicators. Where is the lower band turning? Where is the upper band, mid Bollinger Band turning? Where is the upper Bollinger Band turning?
Yeah, it's downward.
Lower is curved down, mid is curved down, the upper is flattened out. It is not curving up, it is flattened down, it is coming down. It is going to follow. So this last green candle was basically a rally into the current markets, late 1 hour rally in the market before the market closed. Am I right? Because I was watching the market till about 1 o'clock yesterday, 1:30. After that, I gave it up. So that means I was watching it till about 2:30, if I'm not mistaken, or 2 o'clock, your local time. And the rally which shot it up was in the last hour or 75 minutes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the second half on the US markets, the stock started recovering, and there's a positive news in the aftermarket as well. There is
Now,
the bill that's passed.
that's why we keep saying, even Farhan was saying the same thing, that markets are controlled by the bigger investors, big game players. So they will not like to see the market fall so badly. They will like to distribute what they have, disperse it, and come into profits. There is a high possibility what you're saying is right. It could go up to 13,000 and then fall back,
Yeah.
but definitely not 13,300.
Okay.
Definitely not 13,300. It could be 13,000 and fall back. So give you another 300 points on the TSX and then fall back. That's a high probability.
Right. So we'll look for this as the resistance then.
Yeah, I would look at that as a resistance here. Because the previous resistance will not be the support.
Mhm.
Again being violated on the way down, and violated very, very strongly. 13,100 was the previous resistance support,
Yeah.
which was violated very strongly now.
Yes, you're right. And similar observation is on another index which is also on US market, QQQ. The similar pattern like NDX. On Friday it had dipped and then got pulled up. So very similar chart.
Identical patterns.
Amar, can you check the Renko? Probably we can get a better idea.
Yeah, sure. So let's see Renko for NDX. So Renko is still downward and it has not reached the mid Bollinger Band level on Renko. Williams RCCI both are downward.
Renko is also giving you the same support, 11,100 or 11,000. That's it.
Yeah, 10,900 is like 11,000.
That's 11,000.
Yeah.
Kamal, if we go to the weekly chart, then we can see only one red candle. But if we see the previous like a market crash that was in COVID, we see continuous 3 weeks of red. So if this is a kind of a crash, we can expect 3 continuous weeks to be down.
These 3 blocks of red which you were talking about, this thing, Vivek,
Yeah.
this is not 3 weeks. If you look at the time, it is 15th of March and it starts, the first red candle is next red candle of March. Renko actually works on a parameter of price. All your candlesticks and charting is primarily movement of price. It's a study of the price pattern. If the price pattern falls, it becomes a block.
Okay.
And it is not as per the period. It becomes a price pattern block.
Okay, got you, sir.
Right? So that is the typicality of Renko. Renko will not take care of period. It will take care of price. I could do 3 blocks in just 2 days if I drop drastically.
Yeah, so on weekly chart on Renko, it's still a red candle. And on daily, it's still downward. So VXA, do you feel that even start of the week could be down?
That is what I told Tahir yesterday. I said I would like to watch Monday and Wednesday. How the market moves, how Canada market moves on Monday and Wednesday to further make a decision what am I supposed to do with it. But Nasdaq is definitely looking down.
Okay.
Even with this thing, with some positive news, I'm still expecting that all right, the positive news may be acknowledged in the first half, but it is looking weak.
Kamal, it is a 1.9 trillion relief. So I think it is a big news. For
It's
the
a big news. I'm not going to deny that issue at all. It's a very big news.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking that would.
That's the reason why you saw the green candle going up.
Yeah.
And as Vivek sir mentioned, I think with that news, we can expect it to come to this 1300 level, and
Then see, keep one thing in mind.
then start continuing
Keep
down.
one thing in mind. The market was expecting that package either way, right? We all were expecting some stimulus to be given. We were expecting a package.
Yeah, actually the news because of which the market started reversing was about the jobs in US. I think they said that the number of jobs had increased compared to the previous month, I guess, and that
Yes.
resulted into reversing of the trend. And with this news of passing the bill, probably the trend will continue upward for some time now before
So
again.
Vivek, tell me one thing. This news that the $1 trillion package was coming in was in the market. In the market knew about it almost a year.
Yeah, but like there was a lot of opposition to the passing.
Agreed. So the market, the price already had factored that news in.
Okay, got you.
Market always factors that advanced news into your price.
Yeah, you are right.
Right? Now, what came as a surprise was the job figure.
Yeah.
Employment figure. Right? Now,
Yeah.
in trading, we always work on one strong principle. We will buy on a rumor and sell on confirmation.
Right.
The is now confirmed. So the market reacted by giving you the uptick, and now it will go back into the downtrend.
Right. Or maybe people who have entered at around 1100 will start selling, taking out profit.
Yes. So they start taking out profit, the market will tank.
Yes, that's right.
Draw a trend line from the 15th of February down, 15th February to today.
Yeah.
15th February. You are taking the downtrend. Top, I had 13,750 plus, 13,600.
Okay.
You have dropped the trend line down, where are you? So, which is the height I will touch? But sufficient. Kamal, ज़्यादा मत कर, बस हो गया. At this rate, what is the height I can touch? 13,000. That's exactly what I'm looking at.
Yeah, you're right, sir.
And I'll again come down because the market is in the reverse trend for the last 3 weeks. 3 weeks, it is giving me lower tops and lower bottoms. If you take it to a weekly chart, you will see it immediately. Lower top to lower bottoms. Right? So it's a clearly downtrend. Now come and convert this to a weekly chart. And you will immediately see lower tops, lower bottom. The openings are lower. Highs, daily high, weekly highs are lower. The lows are lower. So it's a clear downtrend.
Yeah, definitely.
So all the news that is coming, the $1 trillion package, the job employment figures, everything has been factored in. It's a downtrend. And a strong support is coming in at 11,000 or at 10,700, whatever figure you want.
Yeah, at this level.
It is also a strong figure, 730 or 700.
How about the support here? Do you think it can? No?
The weekly trend line is very, very strong. If you can add another, if you can actually open this on Yahoo, you can actually do, EMA analysis also. Open on Yahoo and you do EMA analysis. So I remember doing an EMA with this and I was really surprised. NDX EMA कर लेना. Color. The same color has come. So ठीक है. Change it to dark green or anything or black, anything which you want. 200. Make it black. So take red. See, now where are you? On the weekly chart, you cross the 20 EMA. You become weak. You are not hitting the 50 EMA very soon, which is at 11,447. And what were you looking at? 11,000?
Yeah, 11,400. This.
Right? You were looking at 11,000 as the support. And if you convert this to a monthly chart, you realize that you are still strong. There you see.
Yes, here it is.
3 consecutive months you are showing a doji. Two or more dojis or a different, whatever you call that. I very bad at names. Anyway, but red candles for 3 consecutive months. And even here, if you look at the support is somewhere around 11,000 only. Yes.
Yeah.
Support. So it's giving a strong support on 3 different time frames: daily, weekly, monthly. You can't go better than this. 11,000 would be a very strong support. It could not fall below this. If it falls below this, get ready for 6,000 or 7,000 figure, or even 6,700. Very easily. That is a 50% reduction. If it breaks 7,000, get ready for 6,500 or even lower.
But since we are looking on monthly chart, if it breaks this 11,000 support or even 10,600, are we looking at timelines more than 2-3 months? If it breaks,
Of course, it will not break that easily. But if it breaks, because when it comes down, when a market crashes, it falls like a falling knife. You just will not realize when it had touched what. Now you look at Tesla, you look at the other products, you look at Shopify, how it is falling down. We will do next session. We will rework Tesla and Shopify and see when it falls how fast it corrects.
okay.
As even Farhan was saying, technical analysis will let you know in advance. We have just taken 3 time frames and seen that the market has informed you 3 months prior that I am about to correct. Get ready for a correction. It is near the upper Bollinger Band. It is getting ready. Weekly showing lower highs, lower lows. Everything is showing in your favor. It is telling you 3 months in advance that I want to correct. Because the last 3 weeks have actually wiped out the gains of 11 weeks. Full 11 weeks. No, come into this place of now.
From
Further,
here.
yeah, from here. From 23rd of November, what's the low? 1117. What's the low of this week, yesterday?
Low was 11 to 90. So which is
11 to 90.
Yeah.
So, how far are we from that figure? That means right from 23rd of November, your market was climbing and 3 weeks has cleaned off all your efforts. 3 weeks has cleaned off all your efforts. The fall is acute. Now what if next week or in the next 2 weeks, it gives you the fall instead of a green red in the end of November, October, it gives you a red candle, the same candle which is in end of October, the one before it, to your left, this one. This being green, if this is red and put over here, the same size, will be how much? It will be a difference of almost about 1,000 points.
yes.
12,000, 1,000 points. If it drops 1,000 points from here, where will it land? Exactly at where we are looking at the first support, at 11,500. Is that not possible? If it can climb 1,000 points, it can easily drop 1,000 points in a week also.
So Vivek sir, shall we, based on this, do you recommend that if people are holding stocks, it's time for them to exit with at the start of the week so that they don't
I
keep
would,
holding
I
the
would be, I would be very, very watchful. I would be very watchful and very, very alert. If the market is going to correct, I should be liquidating my position and coming into cash.
Yes, that's what even I was saying.
I will liquidate my position and come into cash. I don't mind buying again at a higher rate. As far as my profit has been secured and taken care of, I don't mind buying again even at 14,000. I don't mind even buying at 14,000 because I know it has been taken care of. As Farhan was explaining, why do you want to miss out on the opportunity? I agree. But in case if it corrects about 1,000 points in 1 week, will you be in a position to hold yourself, or will you be in a frame of mind to start liquidating your assets? The best of traders will freeze. The best of traders freeze. So you have to be alert over there.
Totally agree. So what
I keep my own example. My own example of Barrick. I have frozen myself on Barrick. Now I'm making a concerted effort to come out of it. I will now actually be a ruthless killer. I make just suddenly one day terminate Barrick, lock, stock and barrel, whatever loss I'm going to take.